Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. We continue on our future odds coverage here at SBR Forum, taking a look at the Super Bowl champions from last season in the NFC West, the Seattle Seahawks, who come in this season after losing a lot this summer, still as the biggest or one of the biggest Super Bowl favorites in the entire NFL. But are they indeed a value, much like they were last season? That remains to be seen, with their Super Bowl price coming in at 7-1, plus 700 to win the Super Bowl this season. And after opening up earlier in the spring as the biggest, as the best favorite to win from Bovada, right now the Denver Broncos have creeped up past them to plus 650 from Bovada Sportsbook, and now Seattle sits as the second best favorite to win the Super Bowl this season. Of course, a big reason for that could be they are down 3 key defensive players from last year, and of course Golden Tate, also on offense, is gone to Detroit on a 5-year deal. So a lot of key starters, maybe not stars, but definitely guys that had a huge role last season, like Brandon Browner, who's now in New England, a couple of pair of defensive ends, Red Bryant, Chris Clemens, of course, now in Jacksonville. So a lot of things could go wrong for this club, and they definitely don't have the same kind of depth which won them the Super Bowl just a season ago, and I think that could hurt their value coming into the 2014 season. Their NFC price is similar, plus 425 right now, and of course with recent news coming to light that Marshawn Lynch is going to hold out of training camp right now, even though he has almost zero leverage to do so. I'm not quite sure where that move is coming from, possibly an agent, but either way, this really hurts the Seahawks' value even more, and this could drive their price up even more if indeed Lynch's holdout lasts for a little while. He's an aging back. If he doesn't get into training camp soon, his risk for injury, at least pulling a hamstring or some sort of quad injury with being out of shape coming into training camp for the preseason, is very high. And if he gets injured for a lengthy period of time this season, I think the Seahawks are absolutely done. I'm not that big a fan of Christine Michael. Not quite sure he can lead this team with the lack of passing skill players they have as well, outside of Percy Harvin, who's also a little bit injury prone. So all these things combined, one injury could really derail the Seattle Seahawks this season. That's why I think their NFC West price is slightly overvalued at plus 130, a little bit higher on the 49ers at plus 140. However, either one of those is a pretty solid price from Bovada Sportsbook. But with all the injury concerns, with the holdout of Marshawn Lynch, with the loss of all these players from their Super Bowl team, really questioning whether or not the Seattle Seahawks are going to hold any sort of value this summer in the NFL future odds. Now, they could hold some value against the spread. They're still a very good football team. Obviously, at home, they're one of the best values in the entire NFL outside of maybe the New Orleans Saints. But either way, I am pretty worried about the Seattle Seahawks this season, and I am staying away from all 3 of their NFL future odds from Bovada. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out all my other future odds updates for this division, as well as the entire league. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.